So how does one go about actually getting a modern exploded skull, since the majority of these are over 50 years old? Well, it actually starts by acquiring a human skull, but not one like this. It actually has to be disarticulated. As we've discussed in previous videos, the human skull is actually made up of different bones that fuse over the course of an individual's life. Typically, there are only a couple metalsmiths in the world that are still practicing this technique. But first of all, before they're able to do a preparation, you need to actually find a disarticulated skull. Luckily enough, in the showroom, we were able to acquire one last year and actually sent it out to be prepared. Now, after over a year of waiting, it's finally in the showroom. Here we have it, everybody. But now with how fragile these exploded skulls are, the package actually had to be shipped in 2 separate boxes. So this large one is actually the base, and in the second box, we actually have the skull itself. So if we look here, it's incredibly padded and packed extremely well just to make sure that this piece does not get damaged in transit. So amazing job. Oh, that killed my ears. Ah, my ears! I hate that sound. Ta-da! Here's the base of this behemoth exploded skull. It's so big. Amazing work, Jacob. So to stay true to a lot of the original exploded skulls, a lot of them were made out of antique lamp bases. So to pay homage to that, this one also is actually made out of an antique lamp base. So this base for this exploded skull is incredibly heavy, but that's always a great sign because it means that it's sturdy. And for any of you keen viewers at home, there is actually a plug that will come into play later. So this part is actually the second part of the exploded skull. It's what actually houses the skull itself, so let's open it together. With the order, I actually bought an original Carolina Biological Supply ordering pamphlet. It actually talks about all of the different bone models that this company used to sell, as well as corresponding prices. Super fun. Well, remember the wires? Remember this too. Everyone ready? Everyone at home ready for this beautiful brass work? Wow, look at this. Artisan, that's craftsmanship. Chef's kiss. Ta-da! Ooh, we have more parts of the skull. Here we have the frontal bone of the human skull, so it's actually the forehead right here. Ooh, this part. So pretty, look at that. So this skull originally came from a medical teaching collection that was decommissioned. They had our disarticulated exploded skull, and after I purchased it, it was actually in pristine condition, and I thought it would be perfect for an exploded skull, so here we are. So now that we have the exploded skull fully unpacked, we can begin to actually assemble it. Oftentimes, exploded skulls are disassembled to ensure that they can arrive safely through shipping. So now that all the pieces are accounted for and everything looks to be in pristine condition, we're gonna begin to put it together. So we're gonna start with the mandibles and then assemble it piece by piece. This is a super cool contraption that was designed. It actually allows the mandible to be lowered and raised. So the way you can do that is actually by spinning this little piece here, and as you begin to do so, it actually raises the mandible up. And if you want to lower it down, you can actually go in the other direction. And this is just such a beautiful movement on an exploded skull. Probably one of the most beautiful movements I've ever seen. So here we have it. This is the completed exploded skull. It is absolutely gorgeous, but let's actually talk now about how it works. I think this is one of the only exploded skulls in human history that's been retrofitted with lights. We wanted to have a very elegantly prepared exploded skull, but also with a taste of modern in it for the showroom. If we're gonna have a little bit of a fun time, it comes with a rainbow setting, which you guys are seeing now. It also comes with, a fire setting. Who doesn't love that? Extremely gorgeous the way it lights up the skull. There's also a stars setting, and as well as a meteor setting. Also based on different colors and different tones that we want to show. It can also just do standard red, green, it has all of the different spectrums. And also if you just want a traditional preparation, it actually illuminates the marble white. So gorgeous. This is such an amazing preparation, and I wanted to show some of the gorgeous color features that this exploded skull actually has. Now this type of preparation I would call a flowering preparation because it's actually quite unique compared to other exploded skulls in the way that once the skull is fully on display, it actually looks like an opened up flower. So let me walk you through some of the mechanics. First of all, there's a ball on the back of this preparation. So if you actually twist it, it actually lowers the mandible, and this is actually how you begin to do the entire preparation. It's actually a very unique way to do it, and I've actually never seen one like this before. The next movement is actually here. Once you loosen it up a little bit, it can actually swing down like this and can be retightened. Similarly, on the other side, this can come down like this. This specific piece here, Death Isn't the End who prepared it, this piece took over 150 hours to complete. So many man hours actually went into making this. After this, you can pull back the right side and you can pull back the left side. These can actually be flowered open like this. And this is where the name starts to come into play. And finally, for the base. Gorgeous! So here we have it, an absolutely gorgeous exploded skull. We wanted to always pay homage to the original forms of preparations, but added a little bit more of a modern taste to it. So we're so excited to have this piece into the showroom. If you guys ever wanted to come see it in person, we do have tours where you can actually come see all of the different bones in the collection. Death Isn't the End is one of the most skilled metal and goldsmiths I know. If you just look at the attention to detail and all of the beautiful accent work that's done here, it's incredibly gorgeous, and I just wanted to make this video to try to raise more awareness about different artisans that are still practicing the traditional craft. This is truly immaculate and a one-of-a-kind piece made custom for the John's Bones collection, and I wanted to just share it with you guys today. Let me know in the comments if you guys prefer it opened or closed, and that's how we'll have it displayed on the showroom. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe for more.